ain't a shiny piece of iron. And some people that come in is a rusty piece of steel. Are y'all with me? Yeah. Tell the person next to you, trying to steal away the joy of God's people. But God knows what to do with the rust. He tells us in Psalms 23 and 5, God will prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemies. And he will anoint my head with oil. I'm telling you, he will do it, y'all. What you're saying, Pastor, you might have to rub a little oil on the rust to keep it from deteriorating. Rust is okay, but if you got some anointed oil to spray on it, I guarantee you, if you let it sit there a little while, you'll see that rust starting to come off of it. Yeah. Because the oil that God will put on you is an anointed oil. Yeah. I picked up the wrong time. Yeah. Bring me to the next thing I want y'all to see. Rust will cause iron to become dull. Men, have y'all ever went outside to try to trim your hedges and every time you cut it just falls to the side? It's because the rust has became to make this become dull. And you know, when things become dull, it's going to need some help. It's going to need some help. I know some of us go out there and spray a little oil on it, but sometimes oil will just rust off the surface. But deep down off in it, you know, rust make holes and stuff, and sometimes you're going to have to take that and you're going to have to file that away until you get to that shine. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer for some people. You got to keep on. You got to keep on working on that. Merriam Webster tells us that the word dull means not exciting or interesting or having an edge or a point that is not sharp. See, you can't do nothing with this if you don't sharpen it. Anybody got a rusty pocket knife in their pocket? See, like every time Daddy D pull out his knife, he got to take over a piece of file and sharpen it. See, like every time he cuts something, make it dull. You know, so you have to work on those things that are dull in the church, because they're not exciting. They're dull. They're a good piece of steel, good piece of iron, but they got some rust on them that have been made them become dull. You can't cut nothing with this because it's so dull. You know, you can't do nothing with it. But all you have to do, all you files, is just keep filing. Just keep filing. Just keep sharpening. You know, God makes some of us shiny after a while. You ain't got to shine before your time. God will do all that. Are you with me? And some of you try to make a shine over a reddish substance that's called rust. And if you shine before your time, it will become fake. Because it's about self and not about God. All right. We can go get some silver spray paint and make it shine. But up under that silver spray paint, it's still rust. All right. I hear what you're saying, Pastor. We get some Rust-Oleum, but maybe it's still rusty. Have you ever used a dull knife when you're trying to cut a steak or a rib? I'm thinking about steak because my wife gonna cook me one. And it didn't serve its purpose. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I come by today to tell you that there's a lot of dull people in God's house. People who are not excited about the work of God because they are caught up in self. People who are not serving God for the purpose He made you, but instead self-seeking. People who do not fear God. People who are seeking to get from God and not give to God. People who do not trust God. People who are trying to destroy God's church. People who are trying to destroy God's preacher. People who just want to shine and don't want to devote to any time. People who are trying to rust out God's ministry at any cost. You know, we have them kind of people. Tell the person next to you, everybody wants a title in the church, but everybody don't want the work that's required for the church. I know I'm right about it, y'all. person is a dumb and ignorant person that won't allow themselves to be anointed with the oil and be used with the iron that God has supplied them. You know, everybody that come in church just need a little help. That's why we come here, ultimately, for God to help us. But sometimes when you've been wounded and hurt out there in the world, you can't bring that worldly stuff in here because this is holy ground. This is God's house. So the best thing for you to do is just sit down and allow the word to fall upon you, and allow some oil to hit you every now and then. And once the oil hits you, members will notice that you're loosening up. And what'll happen, God will send some of that iron over there next to you. And they'll start polishing on you. They'll start helping you out a little bit. They'll start telling you that God is good and you know God is good. But if you